Greetings, welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 for the first episode in a series that I am hereby dubbing Turismo Tuesdays. A probably short-lived series as I lose interest like I always do. But who knows what it'll be, I haven't decided yet. Either way, every Tuesday I'm going to be uploading a Gran Turismo video, whether that's a playthrough of Gran Turismo 1, 2, 3, 6, 5, whatever, multiplayer content. Who knows, whatever I feel like doing at the time. I'm more doing this for me than I'm doing it for the channel, to be completely honest with you. But this episode will be focused around the World Touring Car 700, an actual proper race that I found in the single player element of Gran Turismo 7. I'm trying to get the Platinum Trophy on this game, which requires grinding to about 30 million credits. You can get about 800,000 credits on this race, and it's quite an interesting race because it's a 30-minute long race, and the fuel consumption rate is at 6 times speed. The tyre wear rate is at 10 times speed, so there's pit stops involved as well. There's a bit of strategy, a bit of race strategy. There's also dynamic weather, so it's quite interesting, it's quite fun. So as far as the strategy goes, also it's at the 24 Hours of Le Mans circuit as well, which is a circuit I really like, the Circuit de la Sarthe, where they host the Le Mans 24 Hours every year. I'm thinking I'll start on mediums. Yeah, let's start on mediums and just see how we go. This is a Group 4 race as well. Group 4 being my favourite car so far on Gran Turismo. Of course, in typical GT fashion, you start in last place and you have to work your way up to first place, but that's fine. In a 30-minute race, I don't mind so much. I've just come off iRacing, so I need to readapt. An iRacing video you may have already seen by now. It's the Rudskogan one. As you can see by me wearing the same shirt, it's being recorded on the same day, which isn't a Tuesday. I've already given up. I've already shown what a liar that I am. Let's check the weather radar. Let's zoom that out. No, I need to go up a gear, not down a gear. Right, let's pay attention because this race is not trivial. I think I have the difficulty set to standard, I want to say. But I mean, the AI is not really up to much anyway, to be honest, in GT7 or any Gran Turismo game. The AI is always quite disappointing. I wish they'd work on it. Well, I guess they are working on it with Sophie AI, but I feel like that's still a long way out. But ever since the 1.9 update of Gran Turismo, I'm really liking the physics. The cars feel so good to drive, or at least the GT cars do. I'm still not a fan of the road cars and how understeery they are. But I guess that is quite realistic. They do use road tyres after all. But I'm really liking how the GT cars feel to drive. I definitely need to keep an eye on the weather. I also need to... Oops, I forgot about the fuel. You have to worry about your fuel mixture as well, because fuel degradation being so high, you end up having to pick quite a bit. Just set it to 4 for now and see how we get on. I'm going to try and aim for a one-stop race if I can get away with it. No weather incoming just yet. I very rarely have to mess with race strategy in the games that I do play, like iRacing and whatnot. I know iRacing does have longer races as you rise up in the ranks. Like in the IMSA stuff has a pit stop, a mandatory pit stop, which I'm definitely interested in trying out once I get to that kind of license. It doesn't have dynamic weather though. I'm sure they'll add rain at some point. It's been teased for a while, hasn't it? But the implementation of rain in this game, in the dynamic weather system, it's actually quite good. I do quite like it. Not enough races used it in the single player content, I feel. But the single player overall in GT7 I was never really that huge a fan of. Like, I've practically beaten the game now by its own admission. I've beaten the GT World Series, which in Gran Turismo games is normally the goal for the single player. And it's only gotten good in the end game with these races, which you unlock after beating it, because they're like proper races. I wish they leaned more heavily into this style of race for the single player. It being a driving simulator and all. More realistic races would have been nice. But I mean, it's not like they're not there. I'm playing one right now and I'm enjoying it. There's also one on Spa, which is an hour long, which I haven't tried yet. I think that simulates a 24-hour race, so it's like day to night to day. And all of the weather that would entail. Generally grinding through this race right now just to try and get enough credits to buy the legendary cars when they pop up. It's one of the trophies. You have to buy the 3 legendary Le Mans cars. So the Ford, the Ferrari. If you haven't seen Ford versus Ferrari, by the way, with Christian Bale, watch that film. When I went into it thinking it was going to be really cheesy and just was bad, but it's a really good movie. You should watch it. And the Jaguar, that's the other one. You have to buy all 3 of those cars, but I think like altogether you're spending about 30 million credits for it. That's when they show up in the legendary dealer. It's one of the trophies that I need anyway. We also need to get gold on all of the license tests. I have gold on all of them that I've done up to the International B, I want to say. Oops. I don't have traction control on, I forgot. I turned traction control off, like, completely. Well, we're not restarting. We'll stick with it. Just makes things more exciting, doesn't it? Is traction control off? It is. How's my fuel looking? 2.5 laps remaining, so I'll go to 4 laps. So I pit on lap 4. Did I just get rear-ended? I think I did. Yeah, we'll pit on lap 4 and see how that works for us. There's a bit of rain coming in from the south, so we may have to change to intermediate or wet tyres as well, depending on if that's about to hit us. I think it is. Let's see. The dynamic weather system on this game is incredible, by the way. And you can start to see it getting dark already, in anticipation of the weather coming in. I built such a good system, and then I just kind of didn't do a lot with it. It looks like we may be pitting early. Depending on how hard this rain's going to hit. thinking of swapping to inters on this lap, maybe. See if I can undercut everyone else. Stop to intermediates and a full refuel, maybe. Obviously, races like this are won and lost on the strategy a lot of the time, so let's do it. We've got a lot of rain coming in. So, intermediate tyres and we will fully refuel. If I turn the fuel map up high enough, that might get us to the end as well. Maybe. I anticipate we have about 7 laps. The way the pit stops are handled is quite interesting on this game. Different. It's very different. Fuel me up, boys! So we've dropped back a lot of places, but we should make those back up now. Because the rain's coming down, and they'll still be on slick tyres. The people that are still out will still be on slicks, so they're going to have to slow down quite considerably now. Because when there's a wet track and you're on slick tyres, that's just a bad time. If we zoom the weather map in, this is going to get heavy. Let's put the fuel map all the way up because I'm not going to be going incredibly quickly right now anyway. See if we can get this to 5 laps. Maybe that'll take us to the end. 19 minutes to go. I don't think this rain's going anywhere for a while. I'm not overly used to driving in rain either. On Sims. I don't do it that often. So obviously I primarily play iRacing where there just isn't rain, so it definitely changes things around a lot. I quite like it. I like the strategic element that it adds. I don't have the speed on the lean mix. So for those that don't know, the power and the lean, it's kind of like it's a power and fuel consumption kind of balance. Gently does it. The track's getting very wet. Yeah, it's not looking like this rain's going away for at least another few laps. So hopefully I've made the right choice. Hopefully they'll all come in now on this lap, and I can make my positions back. Needs to brake earlier too. Yeah, races like this is why I wish the multiplayer had longer races than it does. With the way the game's structured, multiplayer races being the length they are is probably fine. I just wish there was another, like a fourth option with these kinds of like mini endurance races, we'll call them. definitely going to need these guys to come in. I'm not catching up. Let's drop down to 4. Get some power back. They are coming in though, so that's good. We do still have 15 minutes of race to go though, so anything could happen. I haven't actually made up as many places as I was hoping from that, to be honest with you. And my tyres are starting to go bad now. So it was a bad pit stop on my part, I think. I'm going to need to come in again soon. Hey, what? Let's go power until the tyres go bad. Well, they're already pretty bad, but... let's use this fuel up before I come back in. So if I pit now, that's kind of it. I don't think I'll make up those positions again. The rain didn't quite get as bad as I was hoping for my strategy. Oh yeah, the tyres are really bad now. I may actually have to come in this lap. Yeah, the rear tyres are shot. I need to come in. The problem with intermediates, when it's not wet, they wear down incredibly quickly. So obviously they have, like, grip on them. Awful. Awful. I'm damaged too. That was my own stupid fault. I'd kind of forgotten that there was a guy there. The car is just not attached to the road at all. Oh, this was a bad strategy. We're gonna have to come back in. Race still isn't over. I'm thinking P1's probably out of the question now, but... P1's come in. Seriously, that's one thing I don't like about the AI. It's my biggest gripe about the AI. I've actually rage quit this game so many times because of that. So the AI has... This has always been a problem with the GT games, and I am shocked that they still do it 7 games into the series. The AI have absolutely no concept that you're there at all. They are glued to their racing line. They will just crash right into you. Okay, full traction control. I think I could have got away with this if I didn't bin it so much. With them pitting as well. Let's see. Let's just full fuel. Full fuel. Soft tyres. Medium tyres. I don't want to risk soft tyres actually. 10 minutes to go, I might be okay, but I can't make another stop now. We'll do fuel mix 1. That should get us about 3 laps or so. Actually in last place. That's fun. So this is an example of a strategy just completely backfiring on you. I've got about 3 laps left before the end of the race, I think. We should have enough fuel, even on fuel map 1 now. We will see. I'm going to have to get my finger out now. One minute ahead. I think P1's out of the question. On the brakes there. I'm happy to call this one a warm-up race as well. I'm planning on doing 2, so... Please no weather. None. Cool. If it started raining now, I'd be screwed. I love the way the Ferrari sounds. So I just need all 16 people ahead of me to pit on this lap. That's what I need. I need to not miss my break points as well. Might be a hefty penalty there. Maybe not. Half an hour just flies by though, it's really fun. I was too busy looking at the weather and whatnot. That's my main problem with this track. On that straight, my mind wanders. Start thinking about what I want for dinner. There will be one more lap, I think. I am catching up, but I don't think it's going to be enough now. I won't restart the race though. We'll go to the end and then we'll do one more. See how we get on. So they are pitting, ready for the final lap. But I don't think that's going to take enough time off them to make a difference for me. unfortunate with this dude in my way. Okay, final lap. Can I make up 35 seconds in one lap? Probably not. You don't want to get penalties on this track either, because the penalty zone is right at the beginning of a massive straight, so it completely destroys your lap. He says as he immediately gets a penalty. I definitely don't need to go into such higher fuel map either at the start. Gorgeous game, isn't it? The lighting's really well done. See what I mean? You can't get the speed back up on this straight now. It just ruins you. I don't need to refuel, I'm at the end of the race. Chill out. I mean, P6 isn't bad, considering how badly that strategy went for me. Where did I ignore the track limit? I didn't even see that. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. We'll get him this time. Only 3-star? That's terrible. Didn't even get a clean race bonus. Probably because I kept screwing up. Let's try again. Let's do another one. Because these are enjoyable. Okay, let's try 3. Might be a decent balance. I might try one-stop strategy again, if the weather allows. Or we'll try mediums to softs. I mean, it's fair, because I did go over the track limits twice then. But there are cars in the way. Got places to be. Come on. Three and a half laps. Not bad. Don't know if that's track limits or not, it might be. No, okay. Should be, really. If the AI is not going to drive, though. Take her on the outside. Duck and weave in between all this traffic. Practically stopped on the apex then. Right, no more penalties, come on. Should go to 4 laps, give or take, maybe 3 laps. See how I feel on the 3rd lap. Wrong marker, that's the marker. No! Oh, I just hit the curb awkward there. I'm trying to learn to drive without traction control, which honestly is not realistic. in the slightest. These cars will use traction control in real life, but on GT7, zero traction control is just objectively quicker. So I'm trying to learn it for online racing. I do really like this track though, it's one of my favourites. I never used to like it at first, but the more I drive it, the more I enjoy it. Maybe I just only like tracks that I'm good at. Maybe that's what that is. Not to say that I'm good at this, I'm actually quite slow. Just the AI is set on standard, not hard. Kinda hoping the weather just keeps off for this entire race. Always looking for the steward in the blue jacket. That's my braking marker. If he ever decides to move, I'm absolutely screwed. We can actually go for another 2 laps. Give or take. Could go to 4 maybe. I don't really need to be going for position right now, so... I think we've only got 1 more lap to go. 2.4 might be cutting it a bit too fine if I try and go for another 2. Come on. I just don't know how wide the car is, apparently. Not a huge deal. Car feels a bit broken, but... Let's go for 1 lap. 1 more lap. We'll pit on lap 3. What's the weather doing? Still clear. Penalty. 1 second. What's my fuel doing? 1 more lap. Okay, cool. Hit on this lap, so let's make it a good one. It's always understeer. Tyres aren't even off yet. getting dark. Is that just time? Or... oh no, there is weather coming in. Shall I risk it with slicks? I mean, I made this mistake last time. Let's go soft. Screw it. Where it absolutely belts it down now. The worst torrential rain you've ever seen. No, I'm staying out on slicks. Couldn't have come at a worse time, this rain. If it was already raining, I'd have more of an idea of what's going to happen, but... I can't zoom out any further to find out how dark blue that's about to get. Could miss us completely. Not actually sure if that's going to hit us at all. Looking at it, it may miss us. Be a harsh penalty. Oh, that's definitely not going to miss us, I don't think. Still a while out though. A couple laps more maybe. It's hard to tell. Need to be third gear there. I don't know why I keep doing that. Alright. Need a decision. Intermediates or not? I need a decision. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Let's go mediums. Full fuel. I can always come back in. It's just that will cost me P1, I think, if I come back in. Although everyone else is pitted as well, so there is that. And none of them... I don't know if that's the tyre that they're switching to, or if that's the tyre that they're on. Haywood and Magano is staying out, and so is Ewan. I don't think this rain's going to be that bad. I think that was probably the right call. What the hell, man? So frustrating. I think I drove into him, to be fair, but... Did we really need an absolute bin like that? From door banging? Oh well. Let's do some hard work again. Not actually raining, I don't think. What the? Okay, now it's raining. But I don't think it's going to be raining for long, so I think I made the right call this time. Yeah, the track's barely getting wet, so I think we're all good. Do I have enough fuel? Maybe. Let's try 3. Okay, so the weather was kind of a non-issue that time. That's good. All being well, when everyone else pits, they should put us back in P2 right now. If my strategy has worked. And the 4 ahead of us, or so the 3 ahead of us, come into the pits, which they will probably need to do on this lap. Makes me more mindful of these track limits though. So it's probably costing me on my clean race bonus as well, which is very important for the grinding that I'm doing. Absolute death getting a penalty on this track. Okay, when all these pits, I should be in P1. Then I just need to hold on to it and make sure I've got enough fuel to go to the end, which right now I don't think I do. I need to go 4. And a half minutes a lap. No, I've got enough on 3. No, wait, no I don't. It's 3 laps. Doing some fuel saving. Get that up with 3 laps. Just to be comfortable. Which means Lassen behind is going to catch up. That's not the end of the world. I think he will need to pit again though, so maybe I can do a 2-stop. Maybe I can get away with that, actually. Because I think he'll need to pit again as well. We have a big bunch of weather coming in as well. You may actually have to go in for wet tyres. That is some deadly weather that we've got coming. Check the pocket of it though. Need to go in for intermediates at least. Anyway, it might go over. He might go over. He might be able to get away with it. Need to be careful. That's gonna blow over. Come on, pay attention to the freaking road. The road is wet, so you need to be careful. Soaked, but damp enough where it's going to affect traction. Yeah, I have enough fuel now too. We've saved enough fuel. 2.5 laps. Yeah, I think that's enough. Aren't real races fun? Normally you have like a whole pit crew to work this kind of stuff out for you, but not in sim racing. You're on your own. You got to do it all yourself. Maths while driving? I can't even do maths when I'm not driving. It's 2.2 laps on lean fuel mix. Let's drop it down to 3 and see what happens. This track will start to dry up soon too. It's gradually getting there. Definitely could have got away with softs, I think, for the second stint. Right, 2 laps to go. I'm going to need it on 4, I think. I think on the multiplayer, the daily race C does have boosted tyre degradation and fuel degradation. I don't know how much it plays into the strategy of those races, because I think the races are longer than the daily B races, but I don't think they're so much longer where you're going to have to strategize to this level online. But I think there's still stops, isn't there? From what I've seen on other YouTubers' videos. think we'll just about make it on fuel. So now we just need to hold it together for the rest of the race, and I think we've got this one. Just about make it on fuel. Since we got such a lead, I'm going to bump it up to... Don't let go of the wheel, moron. Since we've got enough of a lead, I'm going to bump it up to 5. Just to be safe. This will slow us down quite considerably, but I think we've got enough of a lead to handle it. Track's still a bit damp. Will do us now. Oh, they're all pitting. Let's put it up to 6 then. Weird strategy. They always do that. They always pit on the final lap. I think it's safe to say we got this one in the bag, even if I do make a mistake now. 31-second lead. Maybe it's time I bump the difficulty up. I mean, I'm not going to again. The whole primary reason I'm doing this is for the grind, so it being slightly easy is the point. Plus, it's just good practice for this track as well. case I ever have to do it in iRacing or something. Which I'm sure I will at some point. Crazy how being on fuel mix 6 versus 1 is like almost 4 seconds slower. It's insane, isn't it? So yeah, it's a 7-lap race. I need to remember that. 7 laps. So you could probably go to, say, lap 4. So as long as you can do 4 laps in the first stint, I think you're fine. Did it make a 1-stop in this race? I'm hoping to get the clean lap bonus as well, the clean race bonus. Because it bumps, it's an extra 50%, so it bumps the reward up to like 800,000 credits. Can't go flat out through there. I was hoping you could, because that would make that entire section of the track really fun. There we have it, my win of the day. So this should bump me up in credits quite considerably. Up to almost 9 million, I think. $9 million. I'm a third of the way there. Outstanding. Well, I hope you enjoyed this more casual, relaxed approach to sim racing, because one of the things I like the most about sim racing is it can be as chill as you want it to be. The whole entire reason I made this channel last year in the first place was I wanted it to kind of be just like a nice chill thing, a nice little chill thing that you can watch after a hard day's work and just enjoy some motorsport with me at a nice, leisurely pace. And then iRacing happened. But, you know, if you like this video, then maybe hit the like button. If you didn't like it, then hit the dislike button. That way I'll know. And subscribe to the channel if you do want to see more Turismo Tuesdays. Until next time, ta-ra!